Dr. Jones is out. Counselor Waltney.
Here.
Counselor Overmont. Counselor Smith. Here. And Counselor Hart.
Here.
So we have 3.
Yep.
But we do have a quorum.
Hanging on to a quorum. Okay, we had the minutes sent to us by Amy. Can I get a motion to dispense with the reading and approve those minutes as presented?
I'll motion for approval.
All right.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Gwaltney, second from Mr. Hardin. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, 3-0, approve those minutes. Okay. First order of business, old business 250417, request for consideration of 18th Street revitalization project. Counselor Gwaltney. Kale, I know we have an item that we need to send out.
That's right. So, Ryan, can you go to that? So Birmingham has provided us with an intergovernmental agreement.
Yeah.
For the city of Homewood to pay our contractor on the 18th Street project to replace the 3 intersections that are in the city of Birmingham. They're gonna replace the traffic signal poles
Okay.
and the lights.
Okay.
At a cost of about $325,000.
Okay.
And so we would pay our contractor, and the city of Birmingham would pay us back. Yep.
Okay, so we're paying our guys to do the actual work, and the city of Birmingham is gonna reimburse us for the cost.
That's correct.
Okay, and that is, I assume, it's everything except for coming up 18th Street, is that right? That's ours, and then everything else is theirs?
So the new, this is the one we just put in.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
And-
pretty
And
updated.
Birmingham's gonna fix all of theirs to make it
look like that.
like ours.
Okay, got it.
Is that gonna be out on road reimbursement or no?
No, that's gonna be outside of the, out at grant.
Okay.
Was
Okay.
this always planned by us?
No. The Birmingham part?
Yeah.
No.
Birmingham was gonna do
Was it gonna do what?
that. Do the work connectors.
That's what the agreement is. We're gonna use our contractor to do it, and then they're gonna pay us back.
Since we're already out there doing the work,
That's
they're
right.
like, y'all just go ahead and do it, and then
Yeah.
we'll pay y'all back instead of them having to go through the process of finding a different contractor. Blah, blah, blah.
That's right.
Got it. Okay.
They like the look, is that the thing?
It does look good.
Well, so
What,
the
like
electrical
timing?
sub is stone, and they wanted to use stone, and they had some materials in their yard, so they're just gonna use stone and use their materials. So
Got it.
Stone gave them a price, and they said, okay, and that's
Okay.
where we are.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so, I guess the motion would be to approve this particular part of this, but then the full item needs to remain on this agenda for carryover.
We're gonna send that part out and then carry it over to you.
Yeah.
Birmingham requires an ordinance, so we have an ordinance.
Okay, all right. So can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Harden, second from Mr. Gwaltney. That's gonna be the theme for tonight. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so 3-0 to send that particular part out to council, and then we'll carry over the, full item, keep it here in committee. Okay, 050423, bid date set for July 18th, 2023 at 2 p.m. for the City Hall Parking Deck Repair and Restoration Project, Wyatt Pugh. We will carry this item over for that bid date on July 18th. 060523, bid opening set for June 5th, 2023 at 4:45 for the paving projects in the city, Berkeley Squires. Public Works Director, who unfortunately is not here.
Well, what he's asked that we to reject the bids.
Yes.
they're all, but
Yeah, so what we want to do is reject all the bids, and then Berkeley is going to edit that paving list so that we can rebid it later on. So, Mike, do we have to have a motion to reject the bids?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
okay, so we do need a motion to reject the bids, but then do we need to, after we have that motion, drop the item? Or I guess it just goes out to council and that's it, and then
it
eventually
goes
we'll
away
set it.
unless it's assigned another number.
Right, unless then we'll, I guess at some point.
Berkeley
if we
have to come back about bidding.
Bid it later on, okay, all right. So
Alright.
that is the motion is to reject all bids and, work on
Because
the.
they can see the funds available.
Yeah,
I'll make a motion to reject the bids for the June 5th bid opening date for the paving project for all bids received.
okay, all right, motion from Mr. Harden, second from Mr. Gwaltney, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, so we are rejecting those bids. All right, 100523, bid opening set for July 10th, 2023 at 4:31 for the Salter Road Pocket Park Project. Yeah, that's like a tongue twister. Kale Smith, and we will carry this item over for the bid date on July the 10th. It's exciting. New business, 010623, request to amend the contract with CB&A Construction LLC for the Delphus Drive Sidewalk Project Phase 1. Cale Smith, I believe this is a change order of some sort.
Yeah, so the project is finished, those guys have wrapped up.
Okay.
What we did was just kind of package all the change orders into this. It's for $14,206.
Okay.
The original contract price was $202,000. And so this is less than 20%. All of these were changes in the field that were necessary for them to be able to complete the project and make the project better.
So, this is, and you can, this is the stuff that I don't understand. So if there was an existing water line leak, wouldn't that be somebody else's responsibility to fix?
So they found it while they were out there, and for them to be able to continue
They just had to go ahead and
moving,
do it.
right. We wanted, I mean, the same thing happened on Mecca, where we just wanted them to get out there and finish their project and
Yeah.
and get out.
Yeah.
The longer they would have stayed out there, the more of these we would have had.
Yeah.
Because homeowners come out and they, they want different things.
Right, okay. All right,
Yeah.
all right, so.
And that's $1,000. I don't know how big that tree was, but that's not very much money.
No, I was about to say, that's
But
pretty
the
cheap for a
stump was
tree.
3,500, 3,700, so.
Yeah.
Maybe the stump was.
Okay. So, does anybody wanna make a motion to approve these change order
Make
policies?
a motion for approval.
All right, motion
Second.
to approve from Mr. Gwaltney, second from Mr. Harden. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
3-0. Aye, sorry, 3-0. That passes. Okay, 020623, request permission.
Sorry.
Oh, what?
It's just on the, he was just having trouble with this.
Oh, okay, sorry. 020623, request permission to add a senior engineering inspector position, Cale Smith. Cale, I believe, if I understand, this is, we wanna go ahead and approve adding the position so that we can go ahead and start
The process with the
personnel board, but this would actually happen during budget, the funding part of it,
So
right?
potentially, so right now, if we were to ask the personnel board for the position, it has typically taken 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
So I'm not confident that we're gonna get there by October 1.
Okay.
But if we were, we would like to go ahead and hire the position. We have money in the budget.
Okay.
And the position is kind of a missing piece that.
And so tell
the
us a
city
little
has.
bit, so what would this,
Yeah.
obviously they'd be working with you?
Sure, so our inspections department, Wyatt's here, so Wyatt has 4 inspectors and Scott Cook.
Mhm.
So the 4 inspectors go in and look at electrical, mechanical, building, framing, all those things. And then Scott Cook goes and looks at zoning, to make sure that people have done the things that they said they were gonna do.
Right.
When we have sidewalk projects, we don't have anybody out there watching the contractor to make sure that they're doing what is in the plans. Or stormwater, we don't have anybody out there. I ride by once a week and meet with the contractor, but we really need somebody out there a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So this position would be that person. He would also, we're requiring a lot of detention on single family and commercial sites.
Mhm.
So he would go out and make sure that everything's installed properly.
They're actually doing.
And they're actually doing it.
What
That's
they're
right.
supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would manage bridge and creek wall work, so every other year we get bridges inspected.
Mhm.
He would make sure that the fixes actually happen.
Okay.
And the same goes for creek walls.
Okay.
Um,
And I assume the mayor is on board with this?
He is.
Okay, yeah. All right.
All right, I'll make a motion to, I guess, go to the personnel board to add a position as a senior engineer inspector.
All right, a motion from Mr. Harden.
Y'all are easy tonight.
Second from Mr. Gwaltney. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Walter's not here.
Yeah, 3-0. 030623, request to authorize the mayor to sign an ADM grant application for storm. You should have just stayed up, Cale. For stormwater funding. I think this is just, we can apply for, I think it's like
$150,000.
Yeah.
Typically, I was about to do it, I was about to sign it and send it in, but then I read in the grant application where whoever is authorized to sign contracts with the city
And it has to be the
has
mayor.
to sign the grant application,
Got
so
it.
it's gotta be the mayor, so.
$150,000.
That's all it is. This is the project that we identified, we being myself and Kimley Horn as a part of the stormwater master plan.
Yeah.
This is one of the projects that kind of fit within the scope of the grant. I think early estimate of the project is $250,000 to $300,000. And what it's gonna do is open up an inlet at the corner of Kenilworth and Ridge, and take it to, can't read that street, but it's the cul-de-sac off of Edgewood Boulevard.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take it down the hill, and it's gonna get rid of a lot of stormwater at the.
Hillwood.
Hillwood Circle?
Hillwood.
Hillwood, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's just picking up a lot of stormwater that's coming off the mountain
Yeah.
and not allowing it to get to the corner of Kenilworth and overlooking Melrose.
Yeah.
But redirecting it to Hillwood and Edgewood.
And will that, there's an inlet down there? Cause I know, I had a guy call about that very thing, so I assume, okay, so there's a pipe that's blocked somewhere between there.
Right, well, right. There's an inlet here that's blocked. That
Okay.
has concrete in it.
Okay,
We took out
Sure.
of commission years ago.
okay,
So we're gonna redo all that, and then we're actually gonna pipe stormwater along Hillwood to Edgewood, where there
Edgewood.
is infrastructure.
okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. People on, most of the streets will be excited about that, especially the people down there by the creek on Kenilworth.
Yeah, it's gonna help Kenilworth more than.
Yeah, anything, yeah, for sure. All right, so we just need a motion to approve the mayor signing the grant application for that funding.
It's a resolution.
A resolution, okay?
So moved.
Second.
Motion for Mr. Gwaltney, second for Mr. Harden. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, 3-0.
Just a Kel question on that note.
Sure.
Kel, along the lines of the grant application, do we have any, update from Representative Sewell on that grant application?
No, I think it's gonna be December.
Oh, okay.
Probably before we hear back.
Because isn't that, they have to go through their budgeting process
Oh,
and,
yes,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, it has to do with what they approve for the budget. Okay, 040623, request to authorize the mayor to sign an agreement with Vulcan Park for Thunder on the Mountain, not Thunder of the Mountain, Thunder on the Mountain.
Sorry, I
From,
made a
from JJ Bischoff. This is a $10,000, contribution to the fireworks, show. We have done this for the past several years. This is a little bit more than we have done in the
You said it's
past.
10,000?
It's 10,000, yes. We have never had to do an agreement before, but this year, they're getting all fancy on us, and we have an agreement that outlines what benefits we receive from the contribution, which is advertising on the radio during the show. I think there's gonna be some pre-show, radio advertising, that will include City of Homewood. And since we have such a fantastic view, of it all going down, there we go. So, that is it.
Previous commitment.
I think it was 5,000 last time. I thought it had already gone up to 10,000. I guess I just was feeling generous.
It was 5, and they just asked for an increase because of the increase.
It's 5 or 10?
It's 10. Yeah. And I think this would come out of.
Advertising.
Advertising line item, which I will say, we have not, I don't think we've used a ton of it this year. We did the one ad in, the city magazine.
And it's budget, it was in the budget.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make a motion for approval.
Okay.
Second.
Motion to approve from Mr. Gwaltney, second from Mr. Harden. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
3-0. And then, Walter and I discussed this. There's, I'm sorry, there's one more item. 050623, request
I think that was a
amendment.
mistake. I think
I-
that was supposed to be dropped.
Okay, so, can we get a motion to get the 050623 item dropped, because I don't think there are any budget
So
amendments.
moved.
All right,
Second.
motion to drop from Mr. Harden, second from Mr. Gwaltney, all in favor, please say aye. Aye, drop it.
It'll go to consent.
Yeah, and then, the item on the table, actually, 210422, which was request for presentation for the proposed city manager study from Mayor McCluskey. We've obviously already done that, and so we don't need that on the
So
table
I'll make
any
a
longer.
motion to remove it from the table.
All right, motion to
Second.
take 210422 off the table from Mr. Harden and second from Mr. Gwaltney. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, off the table. And then if I could get a motion to drop it.
Motion to drop.
All right, motion to
Second.
drop from Mr. Gwaltney, second from Mr. Harden, all in favor,
Counselor
please.
Smith?
Yeah.
I just have a question, I'm sorry, before y'all vote on that. So if, I thought that would be an item where we continue discussions as we move forward with that consideration, so is there gonna be another item?
I mean, the process is over with,
No.
Okay, so do we need to keep it on the table?
Yeah, it's up to y'all as to which way you wanna do it, but this will be, there needs to be an item that remains in finance, whether
Okay.
it's this one or a new one, to discuss the city manager, but the creation of the city manager position. and
Okay,
what
well, see,
that
that's
would be.
different, cause this is just for the presentation.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we can even add a new item tonight at the committee referral.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do need an item.
Okay, yeah, cause I think the next item would be an actual item to finance the hiring
Yeah, I'm
of
fine
a.
with creating a new item
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
worded differently.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
And
alright.
I'll add that to the committee referral.
Okay, alright, so,
Thanks for clarifying.
okay, yeah, thank you. So the item is to drop this current item, and we'll worry about creating a new one that actually finances and funds, the hiring of a city manager. So, motion to drop, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, 3-0. Okay, and that is it for finance. We are adjourned.